Hey guys, Sam here with KC Lawns. Today we are going to be installing the Advanced Chute system by Ballard. Fits virtually all zero-turn mowers. Comes with the handle, cardboard. It comes with this, and I don't use it. It comes with bolts. Actual guard. This thing is heavy. And then a spring. Alright folks, so what we're going to need for tools, you need a socket set, 2 crescent wrenches, 1 will probably do. You're going to need some drill bits that drill through metal, a 9/64, 1/4, 3/8, and then you also need a vise. Pliers, 3-wire, 2-wire would probably do as well. Hammer and Gorilla tape. Also an oscillating tool, a drill that is going to specifically cut through metal, and an 8mm bit. That's it. So let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, I've laid out everything that you're gonna need out of that baggie for just putting together the chute. And then after that, we'll mount it to the mower. I have a Skag, but you might have a Toro or John Deere, Wright, or whatever kind of mower that you have that it's going to be fitting onto. It's still pretty much the same thing. First things first, we are going to mount on the handlebar. You're gonna need this guy right here, and then this guy right here, this copper sleeve. Swing that copper sleeve on, take that handle, and slide it on yonder. Next, take this other nylon washer, slip that on right there, and then we're gonna put this big old bolt. This is the biggest bolt in there. You can't miss it. And then you're gonna tighten it on down. So now, once you get it, not snug, but kind of loosey-goosey right there. You're gonna be hitting this steel on trees, you're gonna be hitting it on what? You need a little bit of give, because if you tighten that down all the way, this thing is just gonna snap off. This deal is going to be mounted. So first you're gonna do is you're gonna take this here bolt, and then you're gonna send it through, and then you're gonna get this washer, this nylon washer, and then you're gonna slip this on like so. Then after you have that on, go ahead, run over to the other side, send that bolt on through there. Then you're going to take one of your nuts, throw that nut on there. You take your other nut, throw that on right there. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to tighten it down. It's 5/16 maybe? Oh yeah, dude, on the money. I didn't even know. And just kind of... This is how it's going to look. We're getting there, folks. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spin this over here. So whenever you're doing this right here, is that you're gonna need these 2 spacers. They're like the smallest spacers. And then you have this. I'm gonna show you how to make this really quickly. Essentially it is a...
This is a 1/4 inch by 3.5 inch bolt.
1/4 inch by 3 something. But the 1/4 inch is the most important part, because you're gonna need this. This doesn't come in the kit. This is a nut. You're gonna need a nut that fits onto here. And then you go ahead and just put this inside the vise right here. And then you take a 1/4 inch metal bit, wall it out just like that, and that's my super secret trick. Down like this, and then put the super secret special braid right there. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, do you get a good shot of this?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. The last thing you're gonna do is take this spacer, it's like an inch spacer, and swing that on there. And then you're going to put the nut on, eventually. That way then our spring is going to sit right on there. Alright folks, now we're going to go ahead and put on the Advanced Chute system onto our mower. This here is a Skag V-Ride 2, but I will give you a generalized idea of really how to install it on every mower. Really what we're trying to do is just make sure that the chute is at a 90-degree angle like this. Okay, and then we're going to be taking it and then we're going to be pressing it up. And then we're gonna find, where is it? Where does it line up? Over here, maybe? No, Over here, maybe? No, that's too far forward. Okay, right here, that's perfect. It's actually not perfect, but it's good enough. And that's what you're aiming for whenever you put the chute guard on, is that you're looking for good enough. And then you also need these. This spacer is I think the largest, or second to largest, and then this one is the second to smallest. When you drill through this, you're going to need 5/8. It is a bit that specifically drills through metal. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to bolt it in by using a drill. Great. You're going to send that bolt up through the bottom, You throw your spacer on, and then you're gonna throw your nut on. Now you have it pretty well sturdy on where you need it, where you want it, and then we're going to go ahead and put a second bolt over here. I like to slide these spacers up underneath it where you're gonna want it. Okay, so you have this hole right here. You could also maybe mount it over, or like put a bolt in over here or over here if you don't want to put it directly through this deck. I don't know. Really at this, it's plug and play. All you're really trying to do is just bolt this in anywhere on it so that it will stay. For the Skag, you're gonna bolt it in right here. Now, you take your bit, and I switched back to the smaller bit just to really mark it. Also make sure that your setting is onto drill mode. So I marked that. Switch it back out to this big old boy. I'll find where I started it. Excellent. Now you take your spacers, put them back up and over this little hole right there. You take your bolt, and then you're gonna send it up and through. Kind of just... So what we need to do is we need to stretch this spring from here to there. But the problem is that you've got a bolt that runs from here to there, so you can't much. Then you're gonna need to get out your oscillating multi-tool. That's what it's called, oscillating.
Multi-tool.
Yeah.
Also often called the flush cut tool.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Oh, dude, nobody owns one like that anymore. They're all push button.
If I were to redo it, then I would have drilled it right here. There we go. Last step of all. Put that right there. Yeah, we'll be able to make it. Just take your 12-2 wire and then put this bolt. There you go. Look at that. Wow. That's a dinner bell. Come go and get your dinner. What's that, honey?
It's breaking.
Alright, so this is the extender deal. You could almost pull it up a hair too. You don't have it super high up, but... Wow. Alright, so when you put this thing on, is that you want it to be right in a line like this here. Get a shot like right here. You get a shot right here? Come on, camera guy. You're really still not in the right place. You're gonna trip on the... Alright, so what you're gonna do is you're going to get a 9/64. What?
Just carry on.
Well, I would, but you keep the cameras going everywhere.
Could have cut it out.
You gotta cut it out, dude. Then you're gonna take this guy, and then you... Oh yeah, these right here are roofing screws. 1 inch. I think they're 1 inch. You're gonna send it. 9/64. What's so funny about a 9/64, dude? You're getting to me, man.
Crazy. We want this handle to last.
Yeah, even though it's gonna get ripped off because every time I loan my mower out to people or hire a new guy. Make sure that is beautiful. The last thing we're gonna do is this stupid thing falls off all the time, and last thing we're gonna do is put the Gorilla Tape on the inside. Get a little bit tighter. Oh, that's perfect. Alright folks, again this is Sam with KC Lawns. I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope it was useful. If it was, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like it so that other people can see it and it can be helpful to them too. If you have any questions or even comments, maybe you have a different lawnmower and you have some more insight on this, put it in the comments below. Thank you for watching.